Welcome everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, welcome back. So today we're talking about a very important matter, like a very important topic. As a student, you cannot do without talking about this, which is exams. Like today we're going to be comparing the Nigerian examination system and the German examination system. Like it's a very a big deal for me coming from Nigeria and coming to Germany. I was actually scared of the exams because I really did not know how the examination system is like here in Germany, but I've actually taken 2 exams, so that's the reason why I'm making this video today. And guess what, guys? I've seen the result for one of them and I passed, so thank God. All the fear and the storm, it's over. And that was like one of the serious or most difficult course, like for those of us studying my course. It's econometrics and it was really difficult. I had sleepless nights because of the exams and everything, but thank God it's done. I passed and I'm not going back to that course, so yeah, cool. So before we go right into this video, my name is Essie Agari, and just in case you've not seen my face before, this is Essie Agari. And please like this video, subscribe, share to your friends, and let's grow together. Okay, so back to our discussion for today. Examination. Who is that person that came up with the idea that we should write exams? Like who? But anyways, it is what it is. We go around right? Okay, so I'll be looking at this because like I've actually put some things down here just so I won't forget, I won't talk out of point, and just to stay in line. So pardon me if I keep looking. So first of all, we're comparing the exam system in Nigeria and the one in Germany. Before I go into that, I would first of all say Nigeria examination system, they really need to work on it. Like I can remember when I was in school, I'm not trying to shade my school or anything, or I won't even call the name of my school, but those of them that know me know the name of my school. We write 15 courses in 1 week. Exam, write 15 courses in 1 week. Like, yo, how do you expect us to like know exactly what we're doing if we just come out, read all the 15 courses, and in short, we even start mixing one to another because everything is all choked up in the head. And now coming to Germany, I have to take 15 courses for my master's, but that 15 courses is for 2 years. So like approximately I have to take, let's say, 5 courses for each semester, which is still 15, like 5 for winter semester, 5 for summer, 5 for winter. I still have 1 more semester left, which I could use for my thesis if I go that way, you get me? But in Nigeria, we have to write 15 courses in 1 week, or highest if stretched 2 weeks. That's really not cool. Really not cool. So like comparing that to the German system, I'll say that's not good. That's not nice at all. So for this semester, I actually took 4 courses: econometrics, socioeconomics, scientific writing, and SIA, sustainable international agriculture. So for the econometrics, that one, I felt like going back to Nigeria, going back to my school, and suing the school, because actually when they told me about econometrics, I was like, no problem. I did that in my undergraduate level. Yeah, so it shouldn't be a problem. It's like, it should be a walkover for me. Everybody said, I said, it's not like that though. It's not the same. I said, I think I'm not like in the middle. I said, it can't be that difficult. It can't be that difficult. It's econometrics. I've done something like that, so it should just be like a revision for me. I was like, okay, cool. I went to class the first day. I was like, wait, is this econometrics? Like, is this what they were teaching us, or they try to teach us in Nigeria? Hey, it was just doing me like, it did me like A town hall, different. Bala blue, blah blah, blue, that blue. My went to the class the second time. Same thing, my head was spinning around. I couldn't just get hold of the course. I was like, what's this? And it's a compulsory course for me. I couldn't just drop it because I need to write that. I need to take that course and then write the exam and get it done with. Although every other person was like, okay, I said, don't take this course now. Leave it till like maybe your last semester and then take it. I was like, no, let me get this like these difficult ones out of the plate so that I'll know, okay, yes, this is what I'm actually looking at. This is what is left for me. So like, oh my god, econometrics dealt with me. I had sleepless nights. In short, you'll be having, I had nightmares because of this course, because oh my god, it was difficult for me. But yeah, I wrote the exams, I passed, and thank God. We give all glory to God. If I had failed, I would have gone back to sue my university. Oh, what rubbish. Why would you do that to me? Like, why? I felt like I knew nothing. Like, she. That was the vibe I was getting. Like, I'll go to class every day. I'll be like, in short, I stopped going because I knew I was staying in that class for 2 hours and still not understand anything. Although I tend to ask questions sometimes. Like, I'm not the only one that don't understand the course, so definitely there's nothing to be shy about asking questions. I ask questions sometimes, I get to understand sometimes, but at the point I just feel like, no, let me use my time to do something else. So I left that one. I took the exam, but the exam was not like paper and biro, whatever writing. It's like a computer exam, like a CBT exam. So wrote that one. Then for the second exam I took socioeconomics. That one was actually written. Like, I had to go to class, the normal traditional way of writing the exam. You go to class, they give you the question paper and everything, and then you write the exam. And this is like the bomb of it. So we got to the exam hall, and normally in Nigeria, I'll first of all talk about Nigeria examination system. When you get to the exam hall in Nigeria like this, you first of all hear one invigilator shouting, drop your bag, so don't make me talk too much, drop your bag, off your phone, do. In short, everything that you have read will fly from your head that minute. Every single thing that you have read will fly from your head. So when we got into the exam hall for this socioeconomics, the exam was for 9:30. I got there like 9 just to revise and everything. I got into the class because like every other person was already inside. I was still outside. Well, I then went inside and then saw some of my friends. We just sat down together. I was still like looking through my book. They were even like, oh, you're still reading? I was like, yeah, I don't really know when to stop because I feel like I'm not like had enough. They were like, okay, cool, no problem. So I was still like flipping through my books when I saw the lecturer like come in. She was just like, please switch off your phone and get ready for the exams. If you are wearing any AirPods, please remove them. This. That was all. I was even still with my book, but I was like, okay, I think it's time. Let me just drop it and then get ready for the exam. So I dropped it. I put it inside my bag. My bag was like very close to me. I was on my phone. Like everything was very close to me. So I was thinking maybe they would say, okay, drop your bag outside. Oh yeah, don't even play with me. It's kind of. My bag was with me. I just dropped my book inside my bag. My phone was on my laps. And they were like, turn off your phone. I was like, okay, I just put my phone back in my pocket because it could be in my bag, my pocket, anywhere. I wasn't using it anyway, so it was just with me. And I was like, okay, are we going to write the exams like this? And she started giving out the papers, answer sheets, and the question paper and everything. The one that even shocked me again was when she said we should use just the front page of the answer booklet she gave us to answer the questions. We shouldn't write front and back. I was like, God, they sleep. Like, I'm not one of those people that answer question and will write the whole, like, write front and back for just one. In short, take extra sheet and write for front and back. Like, I'm not that kind of person. So when she said that we have like 5 questions, they gave us 5 answer booklets and like answer sheets. So you just write one question for one answer booklet, and please don't fill the back. Just make sure your answer fits just the front page. And each of those questions has like sub questions, which like maybe 3A, 3B, and 3C. And in summary, all those answers you're trying to give should just be on that front page of the paper. And I was like, why is it that Nigeria will try to make things difficult for somebody? Like, if it's not difficult, then they are not happy. I was like, I just did not even know what to say, because it was so shocking for me. And I was like, yo, like, it was nice. Like, I can't even express how I feel. So we got the exam, we got the question paper, I started writing. I wrote what I could write, what I remembered, like even the whole exam, I don't even need to cram. I didn't have the need to cram, just to read and understand. And the questions were just straight to the point, not asking questions where even if you go back to your book, you won't even see the answers. The questions were straight to the point. What do you think about this? What's your opinion about this? How can you say what the pros and cons about this? That's it though. I was so happy. I've not seen the result for this exam I just wrote, but I feel like I can't fail the course. But I don't know what my grades will be, but it's good. Like, the exam setting here and in Nigeria is too different. And the whole idea that your invigilator will be in the same class with you and she doesn't even have to shout. She doesn't even shout. If you need her attention, you like identify yourself or signify by raising up your hands. She'll come to you and she will even whisper, like, what do you want me to do for you? Oh, okay, no problem, that's good, I'll get it for you. But Nigerian professors, it's from the door they will be shouting, or maybe their phone will be ringing. Then that's where they want to start gisting or doing something very annoying, like you even forget what you read. Please, people should just wake up and start doing things that are not so stressful. I don't want to use any word that I'll be quoted for, but yeah, that's the whole, like, the exam system here. You have opportunity to take the first exam or the second exam. I don't know how to explain this because it's quite different. Nigeria, we just have one exam window, and if, for example, you have to take your exam for that semester on the 3rd of March to, let's say, 15th of March, that's the only time you have to register for that course, take the exam that period. But here in Germany, you have 2 windows to take the exam, the first exam or the second exam. So you can either take the first exam if you're ready. Like me, I made up my mind to take all my first exam, because back in Nigeria, I'll give you the opportunity to choose first or second exam, you get me? So I just decided to take the first exams for all my courses and get it done with, and not be thinking of some people are written and I have to wait, or I'm not yet ready. But some people are actually not yet ready for the course, so they need more time to prepare, and then they take the second exam. That is also amazing. Like, in Nigeria, once they say today is exam, whether you like it or not, whether you are ready or not, you will write the exam. You will write the exam. And again, you have the opportunity to deregister. Okay, for example, I registered for the first exam and I feel like I'm not prepared enough. A day before that exam, I can actually go back and deregister. So I don't have to write the exam. I can always register for the second exam, which is also very cool. Like, you don't have to kill yourself and say, okay, I have just this one window. If I don't write this course now, I'll fail, or I have to retake the course. If you don't write it now, you have the second window. If you don't write the second window, fine, write it your next semester or leave it. Like, life is good. Life is good. You don't need to kill yourself over some things that can actually be sorted out with little or no effort. Like, so that's another beautiful thing I found out here in Germany, that you don't really need to write the exam just once. You have the first window and the second window to register and write the exam. And even if you're not ready, you can also deregister. Isn't that cool? Like, is it not cool? That's cool, yeah. Okay, so I've been talking about things I like about the German exam system. And there is something I don't like about the German exam system. At least Nigeria, and you guys should be happy now. And I'm saying something I don't like. Yeah, no past question. You don't get to see past question. Like, even for my exam I wrote, I had to return the question paper, and you don't really get to see past questions to like prepare to know how the question is asked. When I was preparing for my socioeconomics exam, I didn't know how to study. I was just studying because I didn't know how the questions would be asked, and I don't know what to expect because I've not seen any past question, and those ahead of me didn't take exam for this course, so they didn't know what to tell me. Unlike the econometrics, some people had an idea of how the exam was going to be like, and they told me about it, and still I prepared and all those stuff. But here, I don't get to see any past question. It's like an abomination or an offense, or I don't know. I really don't know why. I'm still trying to ask why. Maybe they say after 5 years, then the questions, I don't know. But that's one thing I don't like. Although Nigeria, you see past question, but the past question, you may not get the questions. But sometimes you may get the question, and you may also like have an idea of how to study, so that you wouldn't read so broadly, and then you just need to, or maybe start like now for my socioeconomics, I was reading definitions and reading concepts and everything. Although the definitions I read and all those things helped me answer the questions, but I didn't really need to spend my time learning definitions and learning. They just want to test your knowledge about the course, want to know if you truly understand the course. Like, they want to test the depth of your knowledge about the course, not you cramming and then pouring, la cram la pour la forget, no, not that type. So yeah, that's what I don't like about the German system. You don't get to see past questions. You just read and understand, and then get ready for your exam and write. And yeah, the lecturers may tell you what to expect, like tell you what you need to spend your time reading. It's like they just tell you need to know the concept, you need to everything. You just need to understand the course. That's just the thing. So, which is also nice. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and please like, subscribe, and share this video, and also leave a comment below. You can say anything about Nigeria or ask any question about Germany. If I have the answer, I will tell you, and if I don't, I'll look for someone who has the answer and then invite the person over, and then we do a video together just so you guys can get your questions answered. So please like this video and leave a comment below and share it to your friends and subscribe. Thank you.